Someone wants me to lie for them. Someone wants me to hide things for them. I will not. I will not lie and corrupt my soul for the feelings of someone else. To protect them from the things they've done, from the hurt they've brought, from the pain they've brought. I will not protect them. If someone in your life intentionally wants you to lie for them, don't. Choose your integrity first. Choose your light first. Choose God first. Most importantly, above anyone, God will never lead you astray. Only people will. And when people exit your life, don't look at it as something solemn, even though it's going to hurt. But have the perspective it's God repositioning you to a better place. A place that you could never imagine could ever exist. A place of joy and hope and peace. God made these promises a long time ago to all of his followers who love him. And in order to prove to love him, you have to follow his commandments. Which isn't hard to do, you just choose the morally right and righteous thing to do. It says in the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not lie. Why? It protects you and it protects others. See, lies can be very deceiving, and so many people are so willing to tell lies to keep their secrets. See, usually the people who are pointing their finger saying they're the problem, it's usually them self reflecting onto other people, projecting their own fears, their own insecurities onto others. I'm not insecure with myself. I know who I am. It took a long time, a lot of interpersonal work to know who I am. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes effort. And it takes the ability of pulling yourself away from others to find yourself. You can't find yourself when you're following the crowd. You only find yourself when you're still and you're silent and you're only listening to yourself. Since the chat wants to be disrespectful, I'm going to be silencing it. Your negativity is not wanted here, thank you. I'm trying to help people by pull them up. Those who have been torn down by society or the people they love. Those are the people I want to fucking help. Not the people who tear others down. I've tried to help you guys. You don't want help. You want to continue to do harm. Anyway. A lot of people want you to lie for them. Like, my mom, when I was small, always wanted me to lie for her to cover for her about certain things on why she couldn't go to work or pay a bill or hiding secrets from other people. And I always hated it. And I always was forced into doing it. And I always felt so guilty, and it felt so wrong to do that. So later down in my life, I chose not to do that for people anymore, because really, when you're lying for others, you're not showing them love or anything. You're showing them how much you're willing to compromise yourself for others. And compromising your value and speaking the truth, I ain't doing that for others. Why a lot of people get mad at me because they want me to lie, and it's like, no. So many people are so hopeful that the bad things are true. But then again, you can tell the liars from the truth seekers. The people who speak the truth, their story never changes. The people who speak lies, their story does change, and a lot. And they always move a goalpost on why you should further harm another person. Spirit of God isn't in these type of people. These people who want you to lie to protect them. No, if I said I saw something, I saw something. And if they're offended, that's on them. It seems to me that's their own problems they're dealing with. Maybe they're angry that you did see something and they were caught in the action. I don't know. Um, but it is what it is. But I'm not going to lie for them. I'm certainly not going to hide the truth for them. Especially when someone showed what kind of loyalty they are and they have through dishonesty, through lying, through deceit, through slander, through strong manning, to gaslighting. You don't need people like that in your life. You're stronger than that. Even if you don't believe it, you are stronger than that. Even if it hurts like hell, you are stronger than to deal with someone who wants to disrespect you daily because of their perception of you. See, a lot of people tend to say the words, you are the problem. You go through AI, you go through medical manuals over people saying that, and usually the medical professionals and the AI say it's often a projection of one's own problems. See, when someone projects off of you, you're not the problem, they're the problem. See, you're fine in your wholeness, you're fine being imperfect, you're fine admitting to being a human that's made mistakes and probably will continue to make mistakes because to err is to be human. For those people holding grudges for errors, for mistakes, for times of lack of self control, they're not looking inwardly into themselves and realizing their own lack of control, their own times where they've made mistakes, their own flaws. Instead, they get angry at you and they project their own problems onto you because they look at you as an easy target. Because you're not one to be dishonest. You're not one who wants to make mistakes. You know, you try your best in life. Um, you do things the way integrity demands. But to these people, that will always make you an easy target. But I do want to encourage those who go through this, never, ever lose your integrity for others. It's never worth it. The times I've lost my integrity for others, I consider big mistakes. I feel bad for the times I've lost control. I feel bad for the mistakes I've made. I feel bad for the flaws I've done or I have. But I do my best to try to be better every day and to keep my integrity. Because if you don't have your own self-integrity, you really don't have anything. You may have all the money in the world, all the famous cars, all the booty you can have, but without the integrity, you're just someone who spends money and has money and uses money. Your value of yourself is not there. And I think that's the most important thing if you want to show others love and give others love. You have to give yourself self-love. And to me, self-love is integrity. Something that a lot of people lack nowadays is integrity. They talk about others being cruel without seeing their own cruelty. They talk about being hurt by others without hearing their own words that they say to others. It's lack of integrity, lack of conviction, and straight up hypocritical. Me, I'm always going to value myself and love myself, regardless of what anyone has to say. I'm going to love myself. When someone tells you you are the problem, know that you're not the problem. They are the problem because they're the ones with the problem. You're willing to live peacefully. They're willing to live in their grudges and their pain and their self pity of feel sorry for me. They choose to do that. Other people choose to try to better themselves, try to find meaning in life after everyone's rejected them. And usually, these people who are rejected, these what has been called the chosen ones, which is funny because they're rejected by the world. But Jesus Christ even said, know this, if the world hates you, know that it hated me first. So when someone says that you're the problem, just remember that verse, what Jesus said. No, the world hated me first. If the world hates you, the world hated me first. It's his way of saying, yeah, people are nasty and they're evil with evil intentions. But don't give up your goodness for them. That light you have inside you. Don't give it up for them. Because that's what they want. They want to extinguish that light. Because they're afraid of that light in you. They're afraid of your clarity. They're afraid of how you look at other people, how you see through people, how you read people. They don't like being read into. They don't like that you're a mirror in a lot of ways and you show them their flaws. And they get angry at it because they don't want to face their shadow because they're weak. I faced my shadow. I've seen the darkness in my heart. And I still choose to do good. I still choose to try to be gentle. Sometimes the truth isn't gentle. Sometimes the truth is harsh. And it cuts deep. But us as truth tellers, us the chosen ones, us the empaths, the super empaths, we know. We know. It's said by many psychologists that the hyper empaths know the narcissist more than the narcissist knows themselves. Keep pointing it out. Keep being that mirror. They want to be insensitive to you. They don't want to listen to reason. They want to be hateful and judgmental. That's on them. They want to twist your words. That's on them. Because they're going to have to answer to God one day. Like you are. We all have to answer to God. But at least I can say with pride, I have my integrity. And when I go and see the Lord, which I hope is soon, when I go see the Lord, I don't have to worry. Because I listened to him and loved him and followed after him. I didn't follow after the world. The world is garbage full of hateful, deceitful pieces of shit. God's kingdom is nothing but truth, love, and honesty. Something I've always wanted from people, but never gotten from people. I have to say, a lot of people, with my experience with them, they failed the test. They failed the test. And they continue to fail the test over and over and over and over again. And to the spiritual out there, you know what test that is. It's a test we all have to face. But I didn't fail anything. Because I did my best. And the best and good intentions with love in your heart is all God requires. It's all God requires. But those who are being deceitful, those who are lying, well, I don't want to be you on Judgment Day. I could say that. Because I have this personal belief. Every person you've ever harmed with the intention of harming, you're going to feel that pain. The people who don't have intention of harming, but yet they did, they're not going to feel anything because it was an innocent act. The people with intention, though, to harm, wow. You'll see it. We all will. We all will, on Judgment Day, see those who corrupted and defiled mankind get their comeuppance and get the ton lashing they deserve. And more. So, don't be bothered when someone tells you you are the problem. Don't be gaslighted into thinking that you are the problem, because you're not. If they're against you, they're the ones with the problem, because you are the one who wants peace. Just remember that. Peace and Maranatha.